Bye.
No, my lady, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're her. Thrin, Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Logain MacTier. Best
commanding officer this world has ever seen.
After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition, probably to get rid of me.
That's the first time I've noticed that the world aspect is played in. I mean, Alistair the King.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth.
I was at Ostagar, and I'm not.
What really happened. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Ten Logain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Let me... Option. I wonder if I can turn... Enable subtitles, that's what I want. Conversations only. Ambient. Let's do that and see how it is. Yes. No, I don't want to change that. Interface. Yes, let's hide helmet. Helmets look dumb. Oh, yeah, you can't, so you can change it anytime. Alright, sounds good.
You
Find anything we need? Let me know.
Pudding. I wonder if I can, like, sell stuff, though. I see, so that's subtitles just for stuff. Let's darn it. Conversations only. Oh, that's interesting. Phones, home theater. Just TV. We don't have our home theater system set up.
We're going to have chapter of light now for the Herald of Honest Day. Tell him.
It's far too soon to consider
Anything like that.
That's why I didn't hear that. Set up for
So there used to be a fucking elf at the chapter.
Well, this is response.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. Fix the door
Just like you are, Splitter.
Oh, mate. Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is the apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harry is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Stegrid. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also my knave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
It's right.
Goodbye.
It's nice they've got like Sarah McLaughlin doing the music or something. Oh, it's not even relevant anymore. Jump, but you can't really climb. Alright.
You dislike the Templars, sister?
No. I know their purpose, but you remember I once ministered in a circle chantry.
Yes. I assumed you were used to having Templars around, keeping us safe from the mages.
The mages in the circle followed the chant of light as faithfully.
We were synchronized a minute ago, and I was like,
More faithfully than some Templars even.
are you doing some kind of
Things those Templars did when they thought
everything Varric. Oh, I see. These are my other people. So I can go talk to them. Fill requisition. Remains. Apothecary. Okay. Special shipments. Set away
Right now, we just need to be careful not to do anything rash.
What are you doing?
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to fill this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant. I've journeyed into the fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
Usually.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
The giant hole in the sky trumps any other concerns. We can worry about the rest later.
Yes. Who can say what this world will look like when we are done fighting for it? But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Inquisition.
Just have to check with you to make sure these are safe to serve.
They're fine. Nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right. Smart woman for asking. Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping the boundaries stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
I'm not done with you yet.
You're back. And in one piece.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
quest for that? Telling me is I'm an alien? Not Varric. Alright. Rogue only. That means you cannot actually give me anything. Potions are replenished for free automatically. Well, that's handy. And will I need to bring like each of my party members in here to do this? Like hand it to them later. There.
That should do.
I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit more. Not one. Ooh, world map. So is this the whole world or is this the one zone? Who can say? Okay, this is where I'm gonna go. Anyway, it's very But I guess that was something so much.
So, now that the Founder's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay?
Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Some of your clothes forgot.
Excuse me.
Getting out of Lady Cassandra's clutches. And here I paid that little knife ear to inform me the moment you were free. No matter, no matter. Segret, honored to meet you. Thank you for all you've done, and hopefully will still do.
What do you think I'll be doing, exactly?
Word's already spreading that if anyone can close that blighted thing in the sky, it's you. Anything you need is yours. For a reasonable price, of course. Supplies are a little tight, given the circumstances.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
My thing also. Okay, use. I have a dagger, so I apparently can do some close-up stuff. If I have... Yes. just gonna leave the rest of it.
I don't see why we need to build siege equipment. We're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, recruit. But if someone comes to
lay siege to us, perhaps it will be best for us to have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
All things in this world are finite.
One-man games. Master Harry said he worked himself.
Naps. Oh, that's your waypoint.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent camp,
It needs better horses. Expected you'd be by. I'm Harry, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
It doesn't really matter in the long run.
Of course it does. The world's gone mad. Stock armor and blades against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work. Something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to all up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got
Work to do.
Can't be
Passing
passed
the sword to every player who signs up.
If you
You want to help the troops, talk to Friend, the quartermaster.
She'll
Set
set
up
up
requisitions.
requisitions.
You instead.
How do you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothar. Long gone now. I was in
Redcliffe
when
when
the
the
dark
dark
sword hit it
during
during
the
the
night.
night. Helped rebuild. Left when Walty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody Rangers. Ended up here, just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You
You
find
find
a
a new piece,
pauldron or greed,
we'll take care of you.
You can't
Can't
just
just
slap
slap
you
you
ill
on your
sword in
sword.
the field. Bring it
Here,
in, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at the table and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Goodbye.
Right.
Ah! Modifier weapons. was already upgraded or something?
You need something? Let me know.
Not quite totally sure about
You need something? Let me know.
animals?
Goodbye!
Like, skin the animal? Or, like... skin the animal. Is that the guy?
Listen, you and your men might be working up a thirst. He sent me over to see if you needed anything.
We're fine.
Thank you.
You need something? Let me know.
What am I doing? Stuff. Weapons. Yeah, I would like to use this. Okay. I would like to use this. I would like to use this. Compare those. I don't know if I can do this.
You see how I get full experience. I walk only you with me.
Jumping on. Ooh, it's a ramp. These little things do it.
Will make her hear my cry. See reason, Mister. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're tempted.
What does that even mean anymore?
Yes?
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I'd like to take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to join the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
All seems concerned.
I spoke with Commander Cullen. I apologise.
I'm level 3, so I can use that at 64. 57 damage. Oh, plus 5 career damage. 6 guard. I can sell.
How could that great breach not have been caused by the mages?
I suppose you're right.
They could be with.
Come to me, child, and I shall embrace.
I did not see good Templars and evil mages in that circle, sister. I saw
Prisoners.
the prisoners learned fear, and the jailers.
Hey, jumping is fun.
Does it trouble you?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither of you will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
We don't have much power. There's Orlace and Ferelden. There's no strange ability.
Has Cassandra spoken to you about my new recruits?
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours.
Guys. Okay, perks. the stuff will become more clear. Oh, I see. So this is where I can send people out. I read about this. Operation.